the airbags. So the officer is going to tell his crew what he wants to do. The officer will go and have a look at the patient, have a look at how the car is sitting, see what kind of clearance is underneath. They'll stabilise the car so it can't drop any further, and then they'll bring out the airbags. Okay, the airbags that we have on the appliance, which I'll walk around with, lift 45,000 pounds each one. They're obviously very thin, and they'll go to a height of 300 millimetres. So that's what they look like. They're quite a solid rubber compound, and the guys will just hook up air tanks to deploy these underneath. So if you convert the pounds to kilos and then down to tonne, it's about 20 tonne per bag. So as you can see, the guys have stabilised the car, so it now won't move. It's solid with the chocks underneath. The officer's constantly checking to what the crew's doing and making sure nothing's moving around them. The guys working also have to worry about their own safety. And as the airbags lift the car, they also need to chock it with other bits of timber and cribbing at the same time to make sure if an airbag lets go, that it will only go as far as where that chock is. So normally we'd always have, ambulance would already be here and they'd be working with that patient. So the same cylinders that are in the breathing apparatus that the guys have on their back with wires, the same cylinder is what they now use to deploy the airbags. They make sure the ground's solid underneath, so they'll put a piece of construction ply underneath it, and then also put a protective coating over top of the airbag. So you'll see the communication's got to be extremely high between the officer and his crew for what he wants. The crew might have started doing the officer's first instructions, and the officer might see something else and he'll ask for it to be changed. So as you can see, the airbag's now ready to go, but now what they're doing is putting extra cribbing around, so as they lift the car up, they'll keep putting the cribbing higher, so if it comes back down for any unforeseen reason, it'll only come down a very small area and not back onto the patient. So now what they're doing is asking for the airbag to go up. It'll be quite slow, and they call by colour. So there's two different leads going back to the person that's controlling it, which is this person here. So they'll be saying, in this example, they'll be saying up on blue, and he'll be controlling it through a couple of buttons for either the air into blue or the air out if they want to lower it. So you can see the car's going up, and you'll find they'll be cribbing it all the way through. So now where the car was on top of the patient, they've now got about 20 millimetres to 30 clearance. Okay, so that's a demonstration of the airbag. As you see, the front of the car is up in the air. If they needed to get up higher, then they would obviously have more cribbing and then start to use another airbag side by side. Has anybody got any questions for Stu, who's the officer on that one? Any at all? He loves questions.